Hey Brandon, how you doing? I've got your work up here. Okay, so no written rationale to accompany the submission. So let's just jump right over to your composition, which I've got up right here. And I just want to reduce this size a little so we can fit it in the window. Oh, that's perfect right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, what I want to do first is I want to go through the requirements to make sure everything's included, right? So your selected object must be big. I'm going to make it big, crop part of it. Okay, got that, right? Okay, next we've got your poster must include an image of the object in use. We don't have an image of the object in use, so you need an image of the object in use. So somebody interacting or using the keyboard. Next, poster must include one image that results from the use of your object if you have selected it, for example. So we need something that you need to depict something that results from using a keyboard. So you want to think about that. So you've got a couple of missing components here that those will have to be addressed. Poster must show two components. You've got that. You've got the rubber grips and then the USB-C cable. That's great. Then you've got your captions too. That's great. Poster must include one paragraph of text that describes what the object artifact means to you. So right now we don't have that. You're just describing a keyboard. You're not describing what it means to you and what your personal relationship is with the keyboard. You're just saying that keyboards tend to be bulky and that compact keyboards will give you more desk space. So you're not really describing what it means to you. That's important. Your poster must include one paragraph of text that describes what the object or artifact means to you, why you picked it, and why it's so important to you. Design in everyday life, good job. Include small caption text. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to the composition itself. Now, the main thing I'm seeing is I think this is a good typeface to depict the keyboard. And the reason I say that is because the keyboard, basically, when you look at it, it's a series of horizontal and vertical lines. That's what a keyboard is, right? So here's our horizontal lines, and here's our vertical line. So I think that's really done very well, mimicking those horizontal and vertical lines in this typeface right here. So that's a good job right there. The other thing I want to talk about is typography. Is I'm not feeling the body copy, the typeset here. I don't think it's working for a number of reasons. Number one, it seems to be presented in a bold typeface. I don't know if it's a bold style, but it certainly is a bold typeface, meaning that what we read about bold, about setting type in bold, right? Remember what our course lectures said about presenting presenting type in bold is that it makes the viewer feel like they're getting yelled at. It feels like the voice is being raised. There's no reason for that here. For that reason, I would recommend using a different typeface here. Something that's not, I recommend a different typeface here altogether for the body copy. And the reason being is this is basically a mono space typeface. And this is designed to kind of look like keyboard, old typewriter typeface. And I don't think the connection is there because you're creating this kind of relationship between old typewriter fonts and electronic keyboard, and that connection isn't there. So I would recommend a different typeface here. I would recommend a sans serif typeface since you're talking about modern contemporary keyboards as opposed to traditional keyboards. So, and then also watch your kerning over here. I should say your tracking. Your letters are touching. This is really difficult to read because the letters are actually touching. So you want to open up your kerning. I'm sorry, your tracking on this type type selection right here. Okay. The only other thing I'd say is just go ahead and make sure that you get those other images in there. And one thing that you could do is you could really take these and place them close to each other. So you've got square, 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 and then maybe even take this square and maybe place another square kind of offset for your image. So you're mimicking the way that the relationship these keys have to each other by presenting these in a way that mimics the keys in the keyboard. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so, all right, those are my recommendations. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you would like any further clarification, please let me know and I'll be glad to provide. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know immediately because we'll continue right on to the second portion of this this assignment due Sunday. So again, if you have any questions, let's address those quickly. All right, good start. Thank you very much.